Hello, folks. We're live. Welcome to Single Malt Scotch. Michael's kind of low in the picture, but I guess that's the camera you got to deal with, huh?
It's an angle thing. I wish there was a way I
Yeah.
could get higher. I'll stay further back, and you can see my head in it.
If you could push the camera lower.
It doesn't move though. Have you seen the ones that don't move? It's just a hard plastic thing. It doesn't move.
Yeah, and I was going to buy one time, and I was like, oh, no, I can't have that because it won't adjust. That's all right. We can hear you. It's fine. All right. Okay. All right. Anyway, I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Whiskey Reviews. Michael is in New York with Michael. And how's it going this summer with the club and everything?
As you can see from my tan, I've been getting to the club a lot, and that's been fun. And we've been doing beer tasting, which I've been sending to both 2024 beer, so you can see the stuff we've been doing. And it's been a very hot summer, though, a lot in the 90s. So it's very unusual. So it's better to be on the shoreline than to be in Brooklyn, where the heat is much more intense. But it's, you know what it's like. Even where you are, it gets hot in the summer, so you understand.
It's very hot. But today it's been overcast and raining off and on. So it's brought the temperature down into around 76, which is a lot nicer. I've been to New York when they had a heat wave. I went to New York City one time. It was 95 every day.
It could be like that.
I know, it was not enjoyable.
And tonight we're supposed to get cooled off by severe thunder showers when both this hot wave we have now combines with a cold front coming in. So it's supposed to be a lot of rain tonight. And then tomorrow is supposed to be seasonable, which will be in the 80s, which is what we normally have in the summer.
Well, we have a cold front coming to Louisiana, but we use that term loosely in July.
How's David Garlapede been?
Fine. I talked to him yesterday, I think it was. Yeah, he's been fine. It was a store close to him that always sold real good prices of beer for a really good price, like short dated beer and stuff. But something happened, and for almost a year, they didn't sell any beer. They might have gotten in trouble for selling stuff that was a little too old, and maybe some customers complained, and the state alcohol bureau might have got on them or something. But anyway, he was over there on, I think, Monday after work. He just thought, let me go there and see, He doesn't know why he did it. He went in there and he called me all worked up because he went in there and they had Prairie Bomb, all kind of prairie beers for 69 cents a bottle.
Wow, that stuff's usually expensive.
Yeah, and he did research online. Some of those bottles are selling online for $15.99 at liquor store.
Were they old?
They're probably old, but if you're looking at a 10%,
that's true. Anything over 8% should last a long time for sure.
Imperial Stout, and then he found you've heard of Le Chiffre from Belgium.
Yes.
All kind of Le Chiffre beers, the cherry, all kind of Le Chiffre beers.
That's high alcohol stuff too. You could take that and take a chance on it too.
69 cents a bottle.
Wow, that sounds like the steal of the century.
So he was going crazy. He was just buying all the bottles, and then he told me, "Didn't you go there?" I said, "Well, no, because I had other stuff to do." And then he went back. He went back 2 days later. They had nothing.
All gone. So you had to be on that day to get it. After that, everything just sells through.
You had to walk in that store that minute and get it. It was amazing, but he was amazing. I was amazed, But he's fine. Yeah, he's fine. Hello,
John. Hello.
Hello, Michael. Hello, Robert. Hello, Mr. T.
Hi, Robert.
Good day.
Hello. So we got Beverage Ramble in Georgia, and we got the Whiskey Scout in Kansas, and we'll see who else joins. So we're doing single malt Scotch, and Claude better join. You know why Claude better join? Because this was his idea. Claude said, "Why don't we do a night where we talk about different single malt Scotch whiskeys, and then we could come back another time and do blended Scotch." I said, "Good idea, Claude," but he's not here. But sometimes he joins late, So I'll show you what I have, and don't laugh at me. Okay.
Why would we ever laugh at you?
No, because I brought this.
Because
I brought
Trader Joe's.
TJ in the house.
Trader Joe's Speyside Single Malt Scotch Whiskey, aged 8 years, matured in oak casks, which makes sense since all Scotch has to be aged in oak casks. I love how some of these labels are stating the obvious, like,
And they look eerily similar to one of the national brands, a well-known brand,
yeah. So this is from Trader Joe's. I bought this 2 years ago, and what was the price point? And there's a big essay on the back about how awesome it is, but well,
I guess we're going to find out how awesome it is.
or how awesome it ain't. But there's no website listing for it. They don't even bother putting it on the website. The price point I paid. Whoops, wrong receipt.
If you lie, I'll be back.
Oh, here it is. Sorry about that. I paid.
You kept the receipt from 2 years ago, Mr. T?
Yeah, because I knew people would think I was lying, or that I knew I'd forget. I bought it for $19.99. $19.99.
That sounds like a good price.
It is for a single malt Scotch, but then you have to hope that it's good. All right, so it has a real cork. I'll moisturize the cork because they can dry rot. It has a foil cap cover. It was one of those you got to peel the thing off, Interestingly, it has real cork. It's not neoprene or the little particle cork, but it's a real. Assume this thing will ever focus, but it's a real hunk of cork.
Like the one I got right here for the Glen Moray.
Like the Glen Moray. But you know what cork looks like. All right, so I'll pour a little bit of this.
I got mine on ice, unfortunately. That's the only way I could drink Scotch on the rocks.
I don't recommend that. Honestly, I think it's better to just drink it pure at room temperature, but to each his own.
I don't want to get in trouble.
You won't get in trouble. All right. They're saying this is an excellent whiskey. It's produced and bottled by Alistair Duncan of Scotland. I did some research on Alistair Duncan. Honestly, they don't actually produce anything. And I don't even think they bottle anything. I think Alistair Duncan is a company that basically just has an office. And they track down different scotches and they make deals with people and they procure it for them. What they call an independent bottler. And they made a deal with Trader Joe's, and that's how that came about. So here you go. It's pretty light tan or amber. Looks all right. We'll get back to the taste in a little bit. So I'll add that to the banners. And don't worry, folks, we'll add the comments. We'll add the comments. So Trader Joe's 8-year single. Well, I don't have to write single malt because that's what the theme is tonight. It's obviously single malt. And it's coming in at 40%. 40%. So it's Speyside. Oh, I should put that though. Speyside, which is a common region. All right. So there you go. Now, Michael Komarov, who doesn't usually deal with whiskey or liquor.
Yeah, I was about to say, Mike.
Mine is also 40%. It's Glenfiddich 15-year.
Nice.
That's good stuff.
I don't have the receipt, but if I remember right, this bottle was $54.
Sounds about right. That was a few years back, though, I bet.
That was probably before the pandemic. So, maybe like 2019, maybe it's more now. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
so
it
it's
is.
a single malt Scotch whiskey since 1887. And this is now, of course, somebody has to call me up on the phone. I'll get right on.
Of course. That's always.
It happens a lot.
I won't get a call all day. I'll be sitting at home. I'm so lonely today. Let me get on air. Let me get on live. They'll be calling.
I'll call you back, okay?
Calling me off the hook.
Hey, Dave.
Hello, Malty.
Single malts. What is going on? I need to locate one.
That was my sister in Los Angeles.
Oh, we were doing something else.
Oh, in Los Angeles. All right. So now we got.
I'll call her back.
And Malty is in Jefferson, Louisiana. So now we got Beverage Ramble, and we talked on the phone off air.
Yep.
Man.
Moray, single malt Scotch, 40%. This is 750 milliliter bottle, 40% ABV. Right now, I'm drinking it on an ice right now. First, I guess is my first single malt Scotch. I've had Scotch, but I guess the Scotches I've always had have been a blended Scotch whiskey. So there it is. Got it on ice tonight, and I rather drink it on ice than have it on drinking it straight.
It's up to you. I have a bottle of that.
I paid $26 for this one. It's a 750 milliliter bottle. I guess that's a pretty good deal. So,
How much you paid?
26.
Yeah, that's about right.
I paid $1,000 for this.
I'm trying to. I got the website. I'm trying to boot up right now. It's right there. I had it up. Right there it is.
Don't worry, I got it.
So I can read it when I do my.
Yeah, and I know it's aged 6 to 8 years. No, it's aged about 6 years. It's not there's no official age statement, but it is aged about 6 years because the website says that. All right. Anyway, now Lafroig.
Frog 18. We'll not discuss how much I paid for it.
$26.
Robert only wishes it was 20.
$26. I'd have bought 3 cases.
Michael, I have a question for you, but I'll ask you when you do your examination.
Okay.
It is Lafroig 18, an expression of our famous whiskey, is matured for 18 years for greater depth, taste, and texture. 48% alcohol by volume. I have had this for a few years now. I take a drink every once in a while because for a while they quit making it. But I looked on the website just now. It says Lafroig. I just read it. The iconic Lafroig 18 is back by popular demand. So apparently they've started making it again. You'll know the difference because all the new bottles are now 700 mil instead of 750 mil coming to the U.S.
So it's the 15 year?
18.
Oh, 18. And what's the ABV?
48%.
Ooh, okay.
What
How
is
you
your
spell
offer
it?
in there, Robert? I
Okay,
missed that.
go for it. LA.
If you go to Wine Searcher right now,
Yeah,
and
just
that'll
tell
be
me what
about
it is
the best way to get a price for it. They can send you a bottle from New York, Lafroig 18 year, just like this, for $699.99.
Oh, wow. They're giving it away.
Yeah.
That's good.
Now, I didn't pay quite
Good deal.
that, but
You got Lafroig 18? Oh, congratulations. I have the 16 somewhere.
I've got several Lafroigs. This is just one of several.
You're all fancy on us tonight.
Well, I've rationalized that John will bring something interesting. Ron's going to bring something affordable. I didn't know that Michael would be on here. So, and then you got a Glendullan 18 Singleton.
Yep.
I've never had that.
Yeah. I think I paid like $1,200 for this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I gave him a couple $100 for this. Who knows?
What's the alcohol percentage?
I don't know. It's like 80 or something.
It'll tell you on the bottle.
It should. It's
Oh,
got to
the internet too.
Other side. 40%
It's 40.
alcohol by volume.
Yeah. It's not about the alcohol, guys. It's about the age. It's 18.
Now which one? I know which one is this? The Singleton? What year?
18, Ron.
Okay, I'm trying to run the switch. I'm trying to run the switchboard, so it's not as easy as it may seem. Okay, all right, I got it. They changed the bottle design, but that's a common.
Some gum?
The Singleton.
Yeah. I believe this is a space side. It says balanced, light, elegant. Yeah, it's space side. It got no smoke on it. I had this one for a good long time. So long this is dry.
Told you to moisturize it.
I did.
Oh, good. Because they can dry rot, and I'll tell you, it's a big pain in the rear end when they just
Yeah. Which is really good is when somebody's over tasting your fresh bottle of whiskey. Fresh that you just bought like 3 days ago and they turn it upside down. This has got to stay moisturized. And
Well, yeah, like, I mean that's a little bit.
I was like, stop it.
That's a little bit.
Looking for floaties in your bottle.
That's a little bit extreme. I'll admit it. Okay, so let's look at the comments.
What are you doing? It's a fresh bottle. I just got it.
Let's look at the comments. There's Jean-Pierre's channel link. Beer Man, cheers back to you, Beer Man, in Oregon.
Cheers.
Cheers to you, Tom. Yeah, I'd mostly drink beer too. I'll have to.
What's Claude doing off there and not with us? How come Claude's on the right side, not with us?
Claude plays by his own set of rules. He'll just pop whenever he wants.
Yeah, it was Claude's idea.
Claude, come on. Claude,
drinking something completely different, breaking all the rules.
That would probably be a good idea, Tom. What you're talking about there.
Price is getting thrown around. Gasoline.
Well, they're just kidding, you know. All right.
Oh, this? Oh, how much on papers? I don't even remember.
Claude, this was your idea. This was your idea.
This was over 100. Yeah, Claude's idea. You sell out.
He's coming in. He's about to come in, I guess. So.
Hobo. Is that what you think? He hasn't said that yet.
No. Okay. Well, we appreciate the idea because I wouldn't have thought of it. Okay. Now, so the Trader Joe's single malt, like I said, $19.99.
Which one is that one? Trader Joe's what?
The 8-year age.
Show him the bottle.
Speyside. Oh, it's right here.
Because it gives him a feel for what it is.
I had that one. I had it. Hence, had. Don't have anymore. That's.
Yeah, it's. Well, I'm about to describe it right now. I can't show you a website because there is none. Okay, so give me a few minutes or a couple of minutes and I'll describe it. The nose is pretty vacant. Like you'll get a little sweetness like sugar or caramel or something. I don't know. A little whiskey grain, but it's honestly on the nose there's not much happening. The appearance is kind of basic, just amber, probably from caramel coloring added. But it could get that dark after 8 years, but I doubt it because they're probably using a very used cask. There's probably not a lot of char on it. But they're talking on the bottle about how fabulous it is. But when you pay $19.99 for a bottle of Scotch single malt, you're really not going to expect it's going to be fabulous. I was just hoping it would be tolerable. All right, so cheers.
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 Yeah, I hope it's delicious.
Not so enthusiastic.
I'm not enthusiastic. It tastes like sweet cereal grain.
Is it better than the WD?
Oh, anything's better than that. It tastes like sweet cereal grain, a little bit of oak, maybe some honey, which will go along with the sweetness. You know, if it's a Speyside, to me, it should taste like bread dough, you know, that doughiness, not just old people cereal. Like it shouldn't taste like Great Nuts or Special K. Look,
Hey, bro. When I was growing up, my mom wasn't old. She ate Special K.
Oh, I like to eat it, but
but 20 years older.
I don't want to drink it. Okay, but so it's not going to get a very good score. It's one of those products that it starts out okay. Y'all ever had a product like that? It starts out all right, but every time you sip on it, it goes down. It like declines. It never gets better. It always gets a little worse. It's one of those kind of things.
It's usually a store brand, so like that.
Well,
they're rejects.
there you go. Right. It's probably stuff they. All right. Now we're going to go with Glenfiddich 15. I'm very interested to hear about this.
Me too.
Okay, I haven't poured it yet, but I will. And Jean can ask his question. I have it in my. I'm using my Leinenkugel glass. Okay, so my coloration is similar to yours, maybe a little bit darker, because you can't really sometimes tell in the camera. But I guess mine is amber as well. And let's give a nose on
That's
it.
pretty much the run-of-the-mill color on just about every Scotch. Some are darker, some are lighter, but they're all about amber.
My nose is much more intense than Jay's. I'm not a master descriptor of this kind of stuff, but we'll see what we can come up with here. Jay has the site on there. That might help me a little bit. If you can see what they're saying, I might be getting the same thing.
It's part of what they call their flagship collection.
It's fairly intense in the smell, in that it has a strong. You can't call it grainy, because it's not really grainy. It's a deep, intense. Let's see, what are they saying about the nose?
What style of whiskey is this one?
Let's see we're reading. Let's see. It's
Speyside,
telling.
or is this a
Speyside.
Does it tell you what it is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a Speyside.
it'll say it on the
Okay,
label.
it's telling me heather, honey, and vanilla. Let's see if I can.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess I'm getting a vanilla in it. There's a sweetness to it. I don't know what heather honey smells like, so I can't tell you, but maybe that's what's in there.
I too. I know it.
It actually smells really good, and I guess it's time for me to taste it, just because I can't wait any longer.
Okay. Excellent. Go for it.
It's very smooth. Does the 40%, whatever, it is not in your face. It's kind of like more subdued. There's a sweetness to it, but it's I guess a little bit of a honey kind of feel to it as well.
So, Michael, what does honey feel mean? Is that like
It's
think
almost
this is-
like
from honey?
it's
Or is
almost. I guess the best way to describe it, it's almost like when you eat fresh honey alone. It's like that with whiskey tied in with it somehow. I don't know. It's not a great descriptor, I guess.
like a hot toddy?
Right. But since I'm drinking
Did
it
y'all
neat,
notice-
it's stronger than a hot toddy.
Michael, did you notice that this particular 15-year-old uses a Solera vat?
I notice that now. Does anybody know what a Solera vat is?
That's where
Yeah.
they top off.
Two-door Camry.
All right. Cool it. It's they like Whiskey Scott's saying, they never empty it. They just keep topping it off and they drain it from the bottom. So there's different age whiskeys in there at all times. But of course, in this case, the youngest is 15 years old. But they do that a lot with sherry. That's
Yeah.
why sherry never has an age statement, because it could be 100 years old, some of it, So
Sherry cask, that's where it comes from, is the bodegas in both Spain and Portugal, because some of the ports do the same thing with the vats,
Now,
Solera vats.
different from Jay's, mine is becoming more intense as I take sip to sip, from the first one to the second and third. So it's fairly consistent throughout. I like it.
that's a good sign.
Hey, Michael, have you always been a fan of Scotch?
I really haven't, and I guess the only scotches I used to have were blended, and I always thought the blended Scotch had kind of an off taste to me, so I didn't really drink a lot of Scotch. But I was watching some stuff on the internet, and people were describing these single malt ones and saying that they had a certain intensity that was different than the blended ones. So I have a couple of these blended ones, this one and one other. And
Michael,
Average is about that price that
Michael,
you mentioned.
could you adjust your camera? We're getting like from the nose.
I can't.
You can't.
Dave, it's the kind of camera that's mounted on the top, which doesn't give. It's like a pop-up thing. And I try to turn my screen, but that doesn't go down. Or maybe this will go down. Let me see.
Yeah,
This might be better.
Move a little
Is that
bit.
better?
Yeah,
a little bit
there
better?
you go. You want to see the top of your
Okay, so I was able to put my screen down.
Oh, straight,
But it's
man.
my old camera used to be a regular one that you could turn
Yeah.
towards you. This one is fit. You can't.
Hey, Robert, yours adjusted well too. Let me go ahead and adjust mine since we're all
Now,
adjusted.
So John, I'm not a
turned
regular
the light
Scotch
on.
drinker at all.
Yeah. Because
So,
most, I'm not either. I mean, only I've had it been the blended like Clan McGregor and Jameson's and,
Jameson's whiskey,
Glen, what was it? Glen Ellen? No, I don't think I had Glen Ellen.
Glen Fetish.
What was the other one? King Robert, right?
Oh yeah, that's blended. Yep.
Yeah. So, Old Smuggler.
Blended. Okay.
So those are the ones I've had. I never had a single malt. So this is my first one I'm having. Which, hello everybody, North America and the world. Glen Moray, malt, Scotch whiskey. I have it in ice because again, maybe it might hurt the taste of it, I guess, but I guess. Anyway, let me read what's here about this single malt, light, smooth,
Single malt.
and fruity. Is the perfect introduction to the world of single malt Scotch whiskey, encapsulating the flavors of which Glen Moray and indeed Speyside itself is loved from around the world. Matured entirely in American oak cask. Citrus fruits, butterscotch, warm, freshly baked shortbread. That's on the nose. Taste of malt toffee sweetness with blackcurrant and fragrant lemongrass citrus edge, and finish comforting and warm caramelized citrus fruits drift away to expose the subtle spice. Now, the finish does have the spice in the end. I'm not getting the lemongrass citrus edge. Again, maybe because I've added the ice to it. It does have a bit of a toffee feel to it. So, that warm, freshly baked shortbread, I don't know. But again, like I said, I have it on ice because I didn't want to drink it straight. So, cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So,
Cheers.
so interesting. I was at the pack store where I bought this, and I said, "Hey guys, I need to find a single malt Scotch. I'm doing, what can you lead me to?" And, obviously they pointed to all the stuff that I was like, "Okay, I'm just this is just for something a showcase. I'm not trying to spend X amount of cash." So, so when I saw the Glen, I said, "Okay, I got this." And it's like most of you, mostly me, never had single malt. Most of the Scotch whisky I've consumed, obviously Clan McGregor, King Robert, those brands have been, blended. And I haven't had Glen Friedrich. That Glen Friedrich that he has, Michael has. That's big boy stuff. That's stuff you see at the
Glen Friedrich.
at the exclusive taverns.
$82.99 at Total Wine right now. So,
Which is, by the way, if you get a shot glass, you're paying maybe $10 for a shot glass of that, maybe $8, maybe more than that. So yeah. Give me your. But again, I do enjoy Scotch, but I like Scotch. I'm not a fan. I prefer.
Yeah.
Bourbon.
but you might get more into it. We're going to come back to you for the score.
Wait.
Okay. All right.
Let me finish. And getting the malty, getting the toffee, the sweetness. I'm not getting that lemongrass, but it is nice. Again, Maybe if I didn't add the ice, maybe I would get all the other flavors that
Yeah,
it's
that's
in there,
true.
like butterscotch and whatnot. But again, I said I want to be on my best behavior. So
Right.
so there it is. So there you go. I have my score coming up shortly.
Okay. Now, Robert, since he's the whiskey scout, some of the viewers watching this may not understand the difference between a single malt and a blended Scotch. So, would you like to explain it?
There's two types of blended Scotch. There's blended malt and blended Scotch. Blended Scotch will take it's like grain whiskey. It doesn't necessarily have to be barley. It can be corn. It can be rye, whatever. But it's a pure grain whiskey that they will incorporate back into single malt Scotch, and then they'll balance it out for flavor, whatever. And it's usually aged too. It's aged grain whiskey. And that's how they get their blended whiskey, blended Scotch whiskey. For blended malt, that's all malts, all single malts just blended together from different distilleries. Same way with the blended Scotch, of course. It's all from different distilleries throughout Scotland. And then single malt comes from a single distillery. So, in other words, like the Lefroy 18, the youngest whiskey that can be in that bottle is 18 years. It can have older whiskeys, but they can never label it less. They can never label the age
Less than
more
the
than
youngest.
the least aged whiskey in the bottle.
Yeah, and just to clarify for some of the viewers, when we say single malt, we're talking about malted barley, a certain type of grain.
Barley.
It is a grain too, but it's malted barley.
Malted barley and water, and that's pretty much it. They don't even add yeast. Wait a minute. That was stupid. Yeah, they don't mean yeast. It means sugar. They don't add sugar because when they malt the barley, it creates the sugar enzyme.
Yeah, it's got the enzymes, yeah.
Right. They do add yeast. I'm sorry about that. That was I misspoke. But it's just yeast, barley,
Water.
Then it's all in the aging process and the cuts and the different things they do with the still to get the specific cuts referred to your low versus your high. You can have too high and all your faints. That's all nasty shit. That's your low stuff. Your high stuff, that's a lot of that stuff is your initial burn off, and it's got a lot of bad aldehydes and different flavors that won't mix well. So you don't use your first stuff that comes off the still, and you don't use your last stuff, because in your faints, then you get a lot of even worse stuff for you.
Yeah,
So anyway,
the first stuff you sell to Winn-Dixie. The first stuff you sell to Winn-Dixie. Yeah, in Costco.
no, actually, I think they redo the first stuff 2 or 3 times. They'll run it through the still again. They'll mix it with the next batch, if I remember right, when they run it through the still. And it kind of helps make the still run more efficient because it's helping. It's already been ran through once, so it's going to be the first to boil. It's going to boil quicker, and it's going to bring the initial stuff that's coming off your next batch with it. It acts like a molecular adhesion. It helps it all go through the still better.
Oh, all fancy with us molecular adhesions.
Okay, well, whatever. I'm not going to get into that anymore.
Fancy.
We all know the difference. This is pure single malt greatness. On the nose, I get I get the honey. I get the vanilla. The smoke comes forward real quick. But it's not an intense smoke. I get just a little bit of I would say the cask wood influence on it. You get a
Man
little
of his own schedule, man of his own whiskeys, I'm sure. Showing up.
All right.
It's very it's not as intense as some Islas are. With age, as you get older in your Isla whiskeys, even though it's heavily smoky up front, that smokiness kind of I don't want to say it just lessens its intensity as it ages in a barrel. So we're not getting the punch of a 10-year-old here. And just a little bit of a floral note in it. But think floral note as in spicy floral note, not flower floral note. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. I can't find it on the website. Where is this on the website?
I got it on mine. You have to type in Lafroig 18-year-old, and then you go to the Lafroig. That's what I did.
I found Lafroig to be one of the most affordables in the single malts.
Okay. We get the smokiness. The smokiness is very. If you're not in the smoky scotches, this is probably going to still be too intense for you. But if you like a smoky scotch, but you find the younger stuff too intense, this is going to be right up your alley.
Oh, that would be neat. I would love that. Yeah.
And then after that, you get the honey, graham crackers. You get honey, I get graham crackers. I get hazelnuts. I get vanillas.
Hazelnuts.
Good long finish on it.
I think I've ever had.
You ain't never had hazelnuts like your grandfather? Well,
Not a
my
whiskey.
grandparents and my parents would always buy the big bag of nuts, and you'd sit there and crack them at Christmas time and eat them. When you crack the hazelnut, that's the flavor I get with this. It's kind of that hazelnut, oily hazelnut flavor. Kind of slightly woody, nutty note. And it's still going on in the finish. The finish is nice, long. It's very well metered. And it finishes honey and floral. Honey and herbal floral note to it. And it's all none of these are overtly overwhelming flavors. It just kind of delivers them as it cascades over your palate. It just runs over your palate from the tip of your tongue, the back of your tongue, the sides of your tongue. And it just kind of gently delivers all these flavors as it goes. Not a big burn, not a big stuff. Mouth watering. My mouth is watering right now. It's a very mouth watering scotch. It's very good whiskey. Wish I could have bought more, but I did not. If memory serves me right, I paid $129 for the bottle. But they're a heck of a lot.
That's not too bad.
No, considering it was bought in 2018.
Man.
And it wasn't open until 2020, 2021. I kept it on the shelf for that long before I even opened it. But I keep it in its sleeve. It stays in the basement where it's cool and dry. It preserves that flavor. Very good. Very good. So anyway,
Awesome.
That's about all I got on it right now.
It sounds great, really.
It is. And it has a mouthfeel to it. It's not intensely honeyed. It's not honeyed, but intensely viscous. It's got some mouthfeel to it, but it's not like, some whiskeys will be very not like a liqueur, but they'll be more viscous than others. This is somewhere in the middle there. It's not a very light, watery whiskey. It's got some viscosity, but I've had more whiskeys with more viscosity, so I'm just going to put it in the medium range on that. Anyway, that's it.
Scotch is complicated. I just saw the comment about scotches. They are complicated.
Yep.
You go from region to region. You're expecting a familiarity out of one region to another region. Smoky, sea salty, earth tones. Usually you get that in certain styles. The space side is the weakest of all scotches available, and this is going to be the third one that we're looking at tonight. This one is, what did I do with that bottle? Here it is. Singleton. The Singleton 18. I don't know how much I paid for this. I bought this a long time ago. I think I gave like $100 or something for this because it was 18. I said, let me get that. But if you're expecting some kind of a peaty mossiness out of this, forget it. That's not happening with this one. What you will get is just that light. See, even in the bottle and the the label has changed. This how old this one is. You get this light flavor of Scotch. There's almost like there's a slight peatiness going on, very slight, so slight, can't even brag about it. There's just a generic kind of like a whiskey going on with it. There's grains. The color is pretty fantastic. If you see, it's kind of like that light, kind of like a golden, slight amber color. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers. Yeah, you get that kind of mintiness that you get off of scotches. Almost like a menthol. Some folks might say it's kind of like a Band-Aid flavor. There's a mineralness going on with this. There's a slight. You do get the malt, but peat and smoke, forget about it. Peat and smoke is smoky on out of here. You get a real smooth product at 18 years old. But there is that kind of like that. I've never really tasted what somebody described as Band-Aid, but I'm tasting it in this. There's kind of like a Band-Aid pull in it.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never had the Glendale, so I can't tell you.
Oh, you might want to try this. You might find it.
I think I got a 12 one timer.
Singleton.
Yeah.
It's pretty affordable. I don't think it's expensive at all.
I got a little 50cc, 50 mil
It's
mini.
clear. I'm going to go ahead and add a little water to it, see if it changes the complexity a little bit. I certainly hope so. It's a little, as some scotches can be. Yeah, I kind of opened it up a little bit more, created more of a Band-Aid. I don't know. I don't really care for it, man. It's kind of not good.
So
It's
yeah,
just- Well, I mean, if you get a couple of unpleasant flavors and an aroma, it's not really good. Michael, you're on mute. Yeah, you're still on mute.
next time you come over here, I'll let you try something that's really not good.
Nah, you tried that last weekend. Thank you. We'll pass on that.
I'm off now. I'm not.
Yeah, I got some other single malts. I thought we were doing something else that kind of caught me off guard, so I just grabbed this real quick.
So Total Wine's got it for $92.99 right now.
That's good. Go get you some. Go get you some.
Now we have Claude. Claude is the mastermind behind this.
I don't know how I got that title.
Because you're the one that said we ought to do a single malt Scotch night.
Yeah, but I was in North Carolina and I had a really good bottle of Macallan or whatever at the time.
Oh, you had your buzz on. You forgot.
So I'm in North Carolina where it was 45 degrees this morning and it is a whole 69 right now. And
I think we're sitting at 76 right now.
Oh,
77 in South Louisiana.
That's
Unbelievable.
not a single malt, but you can show it for a second. Yep, that's a good
And
blended.
I'm sorry I'm slumming it with this blended whiskey, but wifey got this for me for my birthday, and it's one of the. I'll tell you, I've had single malts, and I don't know. I'm there with Dave. You know.
Well, you could bring the Blue Label. Don't drink all that Blue Label because you can bring it in 2 weeks. Don't drink it all.
Well, as you've noticed, my birthday was June 6th. It is slowly going down, very slowly down.
Now, where's your single malt whiskey?
Yeah, it's Blue Label, and we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. It's and I'm not a Johnny Walker fan. This is the funniest thing. I don't like Johnny Walker Red. I think the red. and I think the smokiness overwhelms it. But you don't get this in the. This is 25 years age blended. I'm there with Jean Pierre. Give me a little ice because I don't like the heat. I like the taste, and it's just a magnificent sip and drink. It's fantastic.
All right, so in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks.
Okay. Is it time for show and tell yet?
No, in 2 weeks, Claude can bring that for our blended Scotch whiskey. But tonight is single malt. Single malt. All right, so back to this thing here. Trader Joe's. We all know what Trader Joe's. It's like a discount, kind of quirky grocery chain owned by Aldi, which is sort of a quirky grocery chain on their own merits.
Isn't Trader Joe's like gambling when you buy their brand nameless whiskey?
Yeah,
you never know what you get that.
I would agree with
like,
that.
Remember the Deer Hunter when they're playing Russian roulette? That's shopping at Trader Joe's for your whiskey. Costco's would be the other gun.
Right, except that if you
Twirl,
fail,
twirl. Am I going to get the bullet?
Right, but if you fail here, you're still alive. In Deer Hunter, you know. All right, so it's.
That was wise words.
You can always turn the ear.
Jay's going to take another sip to reevaluate.
I'm going to but I'm not going to evaluate it.
The prices he makes for us.
I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it's terrible or some horrible product. It's not, but it's not really something you want to be tracking down or making a big thing out of it.
I think you should go to your local Trader Joe's and get this stuff before it sells out.
Well, it's not going to sell out.
This stuff is better than Pappy's, man.
Yeah, it's not going to sell out. It's not going to do anything but sit on the shelf, and occasionally people will go in there and buy it. Usually people that drive Subarus.
What?
I don't.
Subaru drivers? What?
Go to a Trader Joe's. Half the people there drive Subarus. I just noticed that over the years. But it's the aroma is better than the flavor.
Well, you got to be all over Subaru drivers.
I'm not just making an observation like Jerry Seinfeld.
Only call us Subaru drivers.
All right,
nobody coached you to say that.
Let's bring it down.
I'm just saying.
Okay, I got
whole observation.
It's like a lot of products where the aroma, and I noticed this with beer, very often with beer, the aroma is better than the flavor. I don't know why that is. Kind of a strange phenomenon, but yeah, it smells good. The flavor though, but it's
Claude, control yourself. It's only boost the air up right now, okay? Only to boost the air up, not down below.
Let Claude do what he wants. All right. I'm not going to say I hate it. I don't hate it. I would never buy it again. I bought it because it was on the shelf, and they had all these good prices. So I bought a bunch of stuff that day. I bought a lot of stuff. But
the Benjamins.
Yeah, I spent over $200 and I bought a bunch of stuff. But I mean, it'll take me 10 years to go through it, so I don't really see that as a bad deal because it's going to take me 10 years. I'm gonna score it.
When did you buy that?
May of 2022. I'm gonna give it 83 out of 100. It's good, but it's just barely good. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of thing where it's barely good. And would that really entice you to buy something if you ask somebody, "Hey, how's that whiskey?" Well, it's barely good. I don't think you'd be making an effort to go out and find it, But 83, like we say, it's like if you watch the New York Mets this year, you say it is what it is, it is. All right, so that's all I got to say. Now, and as far as show and tell, we'll come back to that later, but I don't have too much to show. So we'll go with the Glenfiddich 15. Michael's been waiting patiently.
Okay, I've been waiting patiently. I'm giving mine a 96.
Wow.
Admittedly, I have not had many single malt whiskeys, so I have to say, it may be going high. I may be going high. It might be high. It might be only a 94.
No, I don't think so. You got to call
no,
it.
I'm giving it a 96. Once you go, and that's it. I really like it. I would buy it again, even though it looks like the price has gone up $40 since 2018, according to the price you read before. But
Jay, I heard there's a good deal in Subarus around the corner.
But I would try other single malt scotches, and I have had other ones too. So this one's very good. And
hey, Michael, the funny thing about it, you still probably have almost that whole bottle of that Chivas Regal 12 blended. You could join us in 2 weeks if you wanted to.
Okay, maybe I will.
Travis, all right.
I can't promise because if it's a nice beach day, I can't escape.
I know.
It's like, we have one car.
Temperature there, Michael.
Let me see what it is now.
How was Coney Island?
No, he's in Queens, not in Coney Island. But
Beach Club's in Rockaway in Queens. Let's see what the temperature.
Get a couple
Get
a couple Nathan hot dogs.
What's the temperature here? We're expecting severe thunderstorms shortly, but what is it now where I am? 87 degrees.
It's not bad. I think it's 77 here in Southeast.
But it's 79. It's 79 at the beach where we go. So there's 8 degrees difference between Brooklyn and that part of Queens.
That is
80 degrees here, man. So
right,
it's
it never
at the
is
beach.
77 in July here. Ever.
No, that's true. Now, Michael, one more question before we go to the next person. Do you when people go to the beach club, are there people out there fishing? Like, do they go into the surf and fish?
Jay.
New York.
Not right on the beach club grounds, but people fish off the bridge that goes into Queens from Brooklyn.
Okay, so there are people out there fishing.
And off the beach line.
I have a question.
Jay, I just want to make an observation. There are no people here. We're all men. So refer to us as men.
All right, okay, but there are a lot of women fish too. A lot of women go.
I wonder why the girls don't come on this show.
Well, David might have had a little whiskey before. But anyway, now thank you, Michael. That's a very good start.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Here he comes.
He's rambling in.
He's rambling.
He's rambled in.
Like a bat out of hell.
John's having a good time. That's all they have.
You have the floor.
Yeah, I want what he's drinking.
Glenmorangie, I'll give this as someone who doesn't drink a lot of single malt scotch, I don't, but I think this was very enjoyable. I did get some of those things described. I get that toffee. I get a little of that black currant. And on the end, it does have that subtle spice and sort of bit of a caramelized dry fruit. I'm going to get this one an 87 out of 100. So
okay, a B. We can live with that.
Yeah,
we can live with that.
This is quite good. Enjoyed. Again, you won't see this a lot. I usually am drinking bourbon, and rum.
But do you think?
And of course, reposado tequila, dark gold, and that's about it.
Do you think you will join us in 2 weeks for blended scotch?
If Clan McGregor is allowed, sure.
Well, it's blended. So of course it'll be allowed.
There you go. Clan McGregor it is. And unfortunately, Dave, unfortunately, is in a plastic bottle.
Uh-oh.
I can make a recommendation for a single malt scotch if you're game for that. Get the Glenlivet, just a regular old Glenlivet. It's a starters. You'll like it. You'll appreciate scotch if you start off with that one. It's a good baseline to start off with. I used to drink that when I was in my younger scotch days. So
by the way, Dave,
what was it? What was that last week?
Starter.
No, when he was 12. I like the Glenlivet 12.
Let me make it, look. They're making fun of me because your grandpa didn't take you to the bar around the corner, all right?
Okay.
I know.
The other inexpensive ones is Grant's, right? And Glen Ellen.
Well, I don't know about Glen Ellen, but the Grants is pretty cheap. Yeah. Well, just go shopping. Just go to the store and shop. I mean, you can do this.
Oh, by the way, Dave, I really enjoyed that hog has cheese with that ice house. Great picture.
Oh man, that stuff's awesome, huh? The little crystal hot sauce.
I know you're making me
With
hungry.
me,
for all that.
it would have been Tabasco, but yeah,
Browns,
Crystal's
man.
is good.
Oh man, crystal's where it's at.
All right, now the Whiskey Scout is going to tell us about this very fabulous. Oh well, look at that.
He found his Singleton 12.
Oh yeah,
Unmute. Unmute.
I'm chasing this tonight.
Wait. Don't tell him. Let him figure it out.
Robert,
Whiskey
you're
Scout.
muted.
Unmute.
Unmute. That's not getting it. Robert.
Unmute. I can hear you.
You get it?
Yay, Robert. All right.
Okay. Anyway, this is all I got left. The Singleton 12. My bottle. I had half a bottle left of it, and I gave it to the rest of the guys on the rig. I remember that. But I did do a review. I'm almost sure of it. If you look at all that Singleton bottles, you'll notice they bottle Glen Ord now. This bottle precedes Glen Ord. So this has to be 2000 or Glendale or Singleton stuff. I can't make heads or tails of the code. I've never seen that code before on the back of this bottle. So I got to do some more research on that. But I'm guessing 2005 plus or minus time frame on that. Enough of that shit. I'm giving it a 92. I love it. I very rarely give a whiskey over a 94 in any of my whiskey. So we're talking this is top end. Okay. Anytime it crests that 90, this is stuff you want to go find and purchase if you can find it and purchase it. So you got to keep that in mind because I don't remember what I gave to Glenfiddich 15 years ago, but I will guess 80s on that case, mid to high 80s. So 92 definitely on this. And as we go through this, there's a green apple, a Granny Smith green apples. I get a little of that flavor showing up now too.
I
Really?
think her Granny Smith green apples in Scotland. Just wondering.
I don't know. Maybe.
Granny Smith. It's a Granny Smith.
Sure, get that green apple note. It just kind of hit me after I got off here and I took another sip and I poured a little bit more. It does that as well. So there is a little bit of apple, green apple. The green apple. It's not a red delicious. It's not something like that. It's more like a baking apple, like a green apple.
Just has no flavor.
Hey y'all. Y'all heard of Abalone?
Sound like Paula Dean. Hey y'all.
I am like Paula Dean. Y'all ever heard of Abalone?
Abalauer? Yeah, I've got several bottles.
Oh, it's Abalauer? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I noticed a local store here put Abalauer on the shelf. Abalauer 12 for $24.99. That's not a bad deal.
That's a great deal. That's a great deal. So, are you going back over to get that where you're going? I don't want
No, because I have too much.
Wine and more Metairie.
I have too much single malt right now, but I mean, I thought that was an unusually low price.
It is. Usually, it's always been a little less expensive than some of the.
So since we're on the kick of Apple stuff.
Wait. What were you saying, Robert?
I said it's still usually in the $50 range. It's not one of the higher, more expensive 12-year-olds. It's still usually within the 50, 40. Well, last bottle I bought was $45, but those days are long gone. So we'll just say $55 range.
So $24.99 is
it's half price, basically.
Soaking it up. All right. Since I had the floor, officially, I have the big head.
That's true in more ways than one.
What is Applejack? What is Applejack?
Applejack's a whiskey, an apple whiskey.
Apple Jack's a whiskey, an apple whiskey.
Apple brandy. No, it's apple brandy.
Well, whiskey brandy. It's a distilled apples.
Change my mind, Jason.
Yeah, he changed his mind.
It's gonna be the one.
So anyway,
Yeah,
So,
Laird- yeah, Applejack. Yeah.
So what does it taste like? Does
I
it
don't
taste
know.
like Applejack cereal? Does it taste
Never
like
had it. I never had
I've
it.
never had Applejack, but I've had an apple brandy before, and it has a strong apple note to it. But I've
They
never
sell it
had
at Martin Fine Wine and Spirits.
It's
Martin,
stuff everywhere.
the pear brand,
Probably
the
smells
pear
whiskey.
brandies, the brandies with the pears in them is better to me.
Oh, that stuff?
oh.
Well, hold on.
All right, before we do all of this, what is your score for the doggone? Oh,
Oh, I want to hear about that.
Hey, how did it get the pear in the bottle?
Oh,
They grow it in the bottle.
no, they got a
That was
little.
kinda
They got
heavy.
little. They have little workers.
They really grow them in the bottles. They take the bottles out there. They
This
put
is
the
what
bottle
I
over the
thought they
bottle.
went ahead and cut the bottle, and then they welded it back together underneath the label so you can't see.
No, they run the stem all the way down in the
They kind
bottle.
of like polish it out.
so in other words, they put a little small pear inside it. It grows inside the brandy.
Yep. No,
Grows
they
in the
don't fill
brandy
it with the brandy.
food for the pear.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I'm not that stupid. Okay, they let it grow.
I'm confused. What do you mean?
Oh, I get it, Robert. They add the brand. They add the brandy after they let it
Goes
grow.
around
Okay,
it, too. What in the Sam Hill is this all about?
okay,
All
I get
right.
it, Robert. They add the brandy after they let it grow. Okay.
Oh, I'd love to hear that review.
It's better
Singleton
than the
18. This is a space side. Yeah. Don't know, guys. This has got kind of an unusual flavor to me. Band-Aid. Heard rumors of scotches tasting like Band-Aids before. Menthol. No smoke, no peat, no like. Yeah, if I have to score that, I stop drinking it. It's on the blended. Man, not good. Not good, man. That's unfortunately it's an 18 too, and it doesn't get the impurities out. I don't know how that happens. How do you have something that's 18 that's still?
You can't make me laugh when I'm drinking.
I don't know. Maybe it makes PA. I have no idea. I got to give this like a D plus. I don't think it's that great.
Oh man, you must be taking medicine tonight.
Hey, you go and taste it. It's right here. Come on over, bro. Taste all you want.
Didn't we,
So,
didn't we review that?
D plus
Man,
is
it
how
ain't
many
that
points?
Good. It ain't that good.
How many
I mean,
points
it ain't
is-
that good?
How many points is D plus? What is it out of 100?
That's like what, 68 or something?
Is that
Yeah.
what you want? Okay.
Uh-huh.
But didn't we review that? Well, wait a minute. Didn't we review that when we were at the hot rod shop?
No. No.
Need
No
a
Scotch
plate.
whiskey went to the hot rod shop. Only Kentucky whiskeys in
No, we did a scotch over there. We did a scotch.
Tennessee.
Dave, you didn't like that much.
I didn't appreciate the Band-Aid forward,
Okay.
where it's like it's scabby and all that. You know, it's medicine-y. It's real medicine-y.
I'll stay away from it.
Ah, right. It's like garlic
I'll
breath
stay
right
away
now.
from it if I ever see it.
Not good.
But doesn't Scotch have that? Some certain Scotches have that certain aftertaste where you're like, I don't know what did I just drink? Something has sort of that
Well, stay away from those. This be one of the ones I stay away from. I don't know if it's changed through the years. I mean, I've had it for years, and all of a sudden it's starting to taste punkletoy. It's almost gone. We're gonna do a duo on this and try to figure out what it is.
Well, actually, just like I said, we reviewed that on September. It was posted on September 30th, 2018. September 30th, we reviewed it at the hot rod
That's how
shop.
long I had it.
It's a 10-minute and 10-second video. So,
Shoot the link so everybody can see it. I'm pretty sure I wasn't happy.
well, just look at my channel and type in the Singletons. It's the only Singleton video I've got on my
It
channel.
works. Where'd the link go? Nobody else supposed to do that work either.
I'm pretty sure they can handle it. But I don't remember you giving it a D, but I do remember you weren't exactly thrilled with it. Yeah. I
And
do.
then the taste has changed then. or maybe my taste buds has changed, and maybe I'm expecting more out of Scotch than what I did then.
It's probably a combination of those things. So now we're going to come back and do the any show and tell. Now, so single malt Scotch is a very good product to drink. Typically, a lot of excitement with single malt, but you'll have so many variations with flavor. Wait a minute, somebody got some feedback. I got to mute them. Feedback drives me nuts. Okay, so you got so many variations with flavor with single malt. You know, like if you get a Speyside and an Isla and all that. But they're very, very exciting and fun to drink. I think they're really
Highland, a Lowland.
Yeah, right. It's like an adventure. You know, it's like a tasting adventure. So,
and then some of them kind of intermingle.
Now next week,
Like this one. It mingles between the styles.
That's right. That's why I say curiositas. Now,
God, nobody can keep up with Dave.
Yeah, lots of.
God, I want to be your foster child, Dave.
You'll have to go to therapy after. But I next Wednesday is any Bell's beer. Any Bell's beer. I got Two Hearted because that's so common here. But any Bell's beer, and then 2 weeks from now is any blended Scotch. Any blended Scotch. Now talking about blended Scotch, as far as show and tell. Show and tell. I have been subjecting myself to this for about a week and a half.
I didn't want to hurt somebody's feelings. That's why I didn't break this one open.
Well, if you want to hurt somebody's feelings, give them this for a gift.
Oh, bro, that's self-inflicted wounds right there. You knew better. First off and foremost, plastic bottle. Red flag, red flag, red flag.
Jay, I guess you'll bring that when we
off-brand
do.
distillery.
I guess you'll be bringing that when we do blended Scotch, right?
I don't know if I want to bring the channel down so bad, you know, but this was $16.99. $16.99 for this big bottle. It was about $10 too much. So
Word on that, man.
it's remarkable. It's remarkable in the sense that you can't imagine that they could actually put this on the shelf. You know, it's so beyond belief. You know, but anyway, tomorrow morning I'm gonna go through another exercise in torment.
Go ahead and break.
Now Michael's going to tell us about a new show and tell. He's been tasting a lot of different beers.
Okay, this is a beer related show and tell. Have you guys seen
Michael?
Oh wow!
What is that?
This is one of the ones that comes in its own little collector's kind of deal.
Umanahama.
But this is double toasted barrel. And it's from at least a couple of years ago, but I think it has to stay in when they put it into the barrels at least 2 years. And some of the other Bourbon County stuff is only a year, so this is double. And I don't know when I'm going to have it, but we've been having a lot of people who have seen the stuff we've been posting from the Beach Club, a lot of stouts that are barrel aged, and they always do well. And we've proven that even in the summer, you can drink barrel aged Scotch and barrel aged beer, and you just can't do them one after the other. You have to kind of spread them out because otherwise it gets too intense.
Now, Michael, where did you find that product?
It was given to me by somebody.
Oh, that's even better.
My daughter's best friend. So I've had it for a while. I'm gonna eventually drink it, but it was a nice gift.
You ever notice that some beer reviewers, they don't think beer is for drinking; it's just for collecting?
Well, you could something like that. You can probably sit on for a while because
but I mean, eventually you would. But eventually you would want to actually drink it, right?
I have to drink it. I'm not going to let it go bad, so I will drink it.
All right, thank you. Well, I hope you join us in 2 weeks. Oh, actually, I hope you join us next week for Bell's.
I'll definitely try.
All right. Hey guys. I've already shown you the three that I have from Wicked Weed and from Ephus and Alpha. Let me see. Well, Claude is not here, so
Oh, he's here.
Claude's
You're
still there.
He's standing right
Claude,
there.
let me show you what I have coming up to review. Hopefully, y'all enjoy the Summer Radler by Joseph Brow. That's up on the channel.
Yes, I saw that.
Grapefruit Radler, which was like, and I mentioned how much this reminded me of another German Radler. So I still have the Alpha to review.
Oh, I love that beer. I love that beer.
Alpha at 5%.
I've never seen that one.
It's from Greece. It's from Greece.
Oops.
Okay, I've never seen it.
The lighting is like, oh damn.
I think I bought that beer. The first time I bought that beer, I think it was in 1997. Oh, and
I've
I
had
love
that
that one
before.
too.
I've
I
had
love
that
that.
one.
It's from Turkey.
11.24 ounces, 5%. And of course, I've done this is the one by Wicked Weed Brewing Company, North Carolina. The Pernine Haze Hazy IPA,
No, I never seen that one.
6.9%. So
I've heard of Wicked Weed. I think I've had something by them.
I've had their pernicious IPA, which is a jewel.
these are the two beers that I have. This is from Melvin Brewing Company. Let me see. This is in Alpine, Wyoming. I got their Killer Bees American Blonde Ale.
Never heard of them either.
No, neither me.
5%.
I hope it's
And
good.
another one is their IPA,
Okay.
7.5%.
Oh, nice hefty product there. Got a lot of action going on there.
So that's it. And then I bought these two. I don't know. Should I do a review of a non-alcoholic beer?
I guess if that's what you want in your life. But
I got two here.
we don't. Wait a minute, John. We got to go on. We got to move on. But Friday we're gonna do Fandango Friday. Let's not forget.
Right, Fandango Friday. Already got my liquor for that. This is from Kitna, a non-alcoholic beer called Here We Go. What the hell was that? Here We Go. This is a hazy IPA.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go there. I'll stay away. But
And then another one is On Your Mark, American Blonde Ale. Both of them are non-alcoholic, 0.5%.
my answer would be
I'm
on
staying
your mark.
away too, John. I'm staying away also.
Yeah, on your mark, get set. No thanks. Then Sunday we got Super Sunday.
Go ahead. Next.
Robert, you forgot you muted.
Tell Robert he's muted again.
You
Yes,
muted
nothing.
your mic. You muted your mic. I did not mute it. You muted it. You gotta unmute.
I know. I said it doesn't matter. I ain't got nothing. So
He doesn't have anything to show, so it doesn't.
Robert's got no promos. Okay. Well, we appreciate you joining though.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate being on.
Yeah. Oh man, Claude dropped off, but Claude's internet cuts out on him sometimes. Okay. Now, David is going to tell us about the greatest deal in the world.
Dave, I've heard about this from the beginning. It sounds like it was intense.
Thanks. Teach.
You're welcome.
You want to turn me off again?
Maybe.
What's that all about? I know why you want to listen to JD Zantz.
I'm making you do punish work.
Yeah,
But tell us about this.
You ready for JD Vance to come on? That's why you're rushing us all through.
No, I want to watch the WNBA. I want to see what Caitlin's doing.
The blasphemy, the WNBA.
Well, what about this? Well, I was telling Michael off air. I was telling Michael about the greatest deal in the world you got this week.
I can't believe it.
My precious.
I can't believe it.
My precious. Yes.
I still can't believe it.
67 cents.
I can't believe it.
67 cents.
It'll probably
Yes,
taste
sir.
like
We're looking at the 2021 Prairie Artesian Ales Christmas Bomb.
I think I
Oh,
might have
I love-
had it when it came out.
Oh, I love Christmas Bond. That's from
If I
Krebs.
remember right, I might have had that particular one.
Yes, it's got all kinds of spices in it and stuff.
Uh-huh.
The writing is so small, I can't even read the ABV. Can y'all?
Let's see if we can read it.
Well, maybe.
Looks
I
Well,
is that,
point-
is
I
that
think it's
12.4 12%, I think.
12.4. 12.4.
12.4%.
It's like 100% alcohol. Who knows? I don't
No,
know.
it's
Spending
12
67 cents is
I tasted
obscene
one.
on that.
I tasted one. It's good. It's good.
Jay was
I
upset
don't know
because
why
when he
you
went,
pay
when
$10 for this though.
When
but-
Jay went after it sold out.
It's so comical. David tells me yesterday, I went back to the store. They didn't have anything left. I was like, yeah, well, you probably bought every bottle.
Oh no. What was the question you asked me? You
Where
didn't
was
ask
my
me if they
bottle?
had anything left. You asked me, did they have anything new? And I said, no, they didn't have anything new. But what they did have is 12 more of these. That's right.
Yeah.
And I got them.
Oh, man.
I picked them all up.
Oh,
That's
can't
right.
believe it.
I got a
can't
12 pack of
believe
these boys. Oh, and y'all ready for this? In date. In
it.
date.
Wow.
Look at that.
Wow.
Oh, yes, sir. 8% alcohol.
Not for long.
And you know what I gave for
He's
12
going
pack
to drink it.
$8.
$8.
$8 for a 12 pack. And it's like
$6.98 before tax.
$5.99 a bottle.
No. They retail for $14.99 4 pack.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got these bad boys,
That's amazing.
and I'm
Amazing.
set all the way to the new year, man.
That's
Yeah, but
great.
that Prairie Bomb is not $14.99 for a 4-pack.
No, those are $9.99 a bottle.
It's great.
That's what I'm talking. Well, it just goes to show you can find great deals in this world.
You just gotta be patient and hunt them down. Nowhere to go.
And live in Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana.
I know. I found that Gulden Drac Imperial Stout. I found that Gulden Drac Imperial Stout, 12% alcohol, for 67 cents, and I couldn't get over that.
At the same place I found all this.
Yeah, I know. At the same place, I couldn't get over it.
And I got a Duval. I got this in a blonde.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
there's
yeah.
another-
Yeah, do
Oh,
that.
I got this in the pecan.
Pecan.
Some and some kind of I don't know, some kind of crazy barrel age to go from here to here to here to here. That
Well,
one retails for $14.99 a bottle.
I know.
Let me get that one.
You enjoy it because you got it and we don't. And you'll get to enjoy it, and we'll just be jealous.
I got plenty of them.
Krebs Brewing. It's called Krebs Brewing Company.
Yeah, I said that.
Well, Beverage Rambo, he's probably watching WNBA. Loud. But I appreciate everybody joining tonight. It was a great hangout.
I'll try to make it in 2 weeks.
Oh, thank you, Michael. And then
This is the one that retails for $14.99. Look how sexy she is, all plumped up with her. I'm in a tanning booth, eyeglasses on.
yeah, I don't know about all that, but glad it's a cartoon. But
Just to get a little story on the back: pecans in paradise,
Wow.
imperial stout aged in bourbon barrels with coconut, pecans, and vanilla. I
Wow.
looked this one up. Boy, you can't even touch this. And $14.99 for one bottle.
Wow.
what did you pay?
What is
67
the
cents.
world thinking? 67 cents.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Can't beat it.
Thinking.
I'll give you $1. then you can get some of your money back.
Not for sale.
Not selling anything.
Eat your heart out.
I'll beat his
You'll
off.
find your
I'll
own.
double your money on it.
And this one was off, and I asked him and said, "Hey, did you
Heard
go
30
on a place to go check?" Oh no, I didn't go to that. Well, guess what? I went there after work and picked up 12 bottles.
All right. I'm gonna have to go buy it. I'm gonna have to go.
We'll only drink one, and the rest will sit there till they mold.
Yeah, you can't save them until infinity. You got to drink them.
I can save as long as I want.
I know, but I'll help you drink them fresh.
Jay's coming over, Dave, to drink some of it.
I got some Budweisers in there.
Feeling the
That
heat.
2016, I think.
And I'll let you try some of this WD Scotch if you let me. All right. Well, folks. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have two of those. I have two of those from 2016. What year? Look on the front.
These are 5. This is
I'm gonna go
15.
flat.
Okay, so yours is even older than mine. I got two from 16.
Yeah.
Michael, don't buy the current ones. The current ones are
No,
horrible.
the ones
These are the
that-
best.
The
These are the
cans
best.
are
These will
awesome.
last forever. I don't care what anyone says.
They're bad.
The
And
cans.
the whiskey that
Hey,
they're
as
made
long
with
as
is
you don't
actually
take it,
good.
turn it
but
upside down, and rehydrate the cork and infect the product.
No, but Michael, you're right. The Four Roses whiskey is good, but that
it's
beer
awful.
is terrible.
It's awful. And
Terrible.
people in my group try to stick that one in. Hey, this is the same thing. No, it's not.
Oh, that's
This is my
good.
newest
That's
one,
good too. That's
seller.
good.
Newest
That's a
one,
good-
seller.
That's a good one.
So, guys, I'm leaving, but it's
All
been
right.
fun. Thanks
Bye,
a lot,
Michael.
and I'll be back. Take
Bye.
care, Dave.
And I'm leaving too. All right. Well, thank you, Michael and Jean and David
John already left, man. He just left his camera on.
Whiskey
Turns
Scout.
right on.
and Claude, who will join us in 2 weeks with the appropriate whiskey, and he's got a really good blended, the Blue Label.
Cool.
But next week is Bell's, and I have my last can of Bell's. I've been enjoying the
Bell's.
6-pack.
Hey,
Bell's,
Oberon.
that would be a good choice. It's a pretty popular product.
Does it have
Y'all-
to be a blended Scotch
Gonna
or
get up.
blended
You want to
malt
see JD
Scotch?
Vance speak.
No, in 2
He's not
weeks.
coming on at 9:30.
Well, I'm not worried about JD Vance, but I'm worried about the WNBA. In 2 weeks, Mike, Whiskey Scout, Robert, we're going to do blended Scotch. Just
But
blended,
do we want blended malts or just straight blended
just a
Scotch?
standard
We're not gonna make it complicated. We're just gonna go blend it.
blended Scotch. You know, like your Johnny
We're
Walker.
gonna confuse
I
everything, right?
understand.
Confuse everyone,
Because
Robert.
if you brought a Johnny Walker Green Label, that would be a blended malt. That would not.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we could.
Complicate
Why not?
things. Don't complicate. Just
I'll just bring a 25-year-old Scotch, blended Scotch. How about that?
okay. You do that.
I got one.
All right, what are we talking about?
Bring it.
Not much left in it. I'm drinking.
I would say, yeah, any blend. No, I think
We're talking
Robert's.
about what happened to
think
your
Rob-
whiskey when your brother came over.
I think
Nah.
Robert's on the right track. Yeah, any blended Scotch. Let's just leave it at that. Any blended Scotch.
When?
Week after next.
That will be August the
August.
4th, August the
You
2nd.
don't get a hurricane.
August. No, in 2 weeks. It's in July. What are you talking
July
about?
31st.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Write it down, John. Just write it down. July
July
31st.
21st, blended Scotch whiskey, Clan McGregor for me.
Yeah, July 31st. Any blended Scotch whiskey. Let's keep it straight. All right. Oh, look at that cute dog.
Straight.
Yes, in black and white.
Oh, baby. All right, baby. Good night, baby. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Nobody puts baby in a corner. But anyway.
Point,
Right.
man.